For my project, I decided to redesign the Pet Pal Animal Shelter website and make it more accessible and usable by older adults. Pet-related websites can be an important source of information regarding pet care, health, and wellness. Yet older adults face the same challenges in accessing internet-based pet resources as they do with other technologies. Pet adoption is a goal of many shelter-run websites. The benefits of pet companionship to older adults are well documented, yet they face considerable hurdles to pet adoption. The overall project objectives were to redesign the site to make it more attractive and improve the user experience, to review the site's information architecture, redesigning navigation and reorganizing information for easier access, and adding a section to the site specifically designed for an older adult audience, highlighting programs that connect them with the services provided by the shelter. Older adults face numerous challenges when accessing websites, collectively known as age-related functional limitations. These include impairments in vision and hearing, psychological difficulties, decline in motor skills, difficulties in maintaining accurate mental models, and decreased learnability and memorability. Some of the main tasks that are performed on the website include making contributions, viewing pets for adoption, browsing pet-related news, information, and events, viewing volunteer opportunities, and learning about the clinic, the thrift store, and training classes. Some problems with the current website include random fonts and colors, a cluttered design, small font sizes, no sitemap, no search, and no older adult-specific content. These are some things that were identified by the WC3 Web Accessibility Initiative. This is a list of design guidelines that were developed through research on usability by older adults. And for each one, I've listed the current site's attribute that corresponds to it. So where the guideline calls for extra and bolder navigation cues, the current site uses small fonts for its main navigation. The guidelines say avoid the use of pull-down menus. The site uses pull-down menus. Avoid scroll bars. The site uses scroll bars. Provide only one open window. In the current website, pet details open up in a new window. Icons that should be simple and meaningless. The current website uses a paw icon in a very arbitrary and confusing way. Sometimes it denotes a Facebook link. In other cases, a donate link. Sometimes it's purely decorative. Blue and green tones should be avoided. And the current website uses sometimes blue fonts throughout. High contrast between the foreground and background should exist. And on the website, we see dark blue fonts used on a light blue background, making it very difficult to read. Text should be left justified, and text lines should be short in length. On the current website, the text is often centered within a column or a design element. Text should have clear, large headings. Headings are displayed in the current website using this very strange font that's difficult to read. Provide a sitemap. There is no sitemap. An online help tutorials will be provided, and there's no help. Support user control and freedom, and this pertains to the user's ability to modify the environment, and the current website has no ability to change the font size. Here are some additional heuristics that were developed through research and how our current website measures up. So where we call for a standard layout for each page, we have a varying layout. There's an easy-to-use internal search feature, and there is no search feature. The site is clean and organized, and the current site is cluttered. There's an appropriate amount of white space, and in the current design, pages are crammed with text and graphics. Here's a screenshot of the current home page, and as you can see, the design is pretty cluttered. It's confusing. There's a number of different fonts, and there's colors, and it's kind of a mess. So here's some more detailed redesign goals. That the page design is consistent, well organized, and easy to understand. That text is presented by easily readable, recognizable fonts with appropriate colors and levels of contrast using easily understandable language. User adjustable font sizes, easily discernible and predictable links, consistent labeling, limited scrolling, and navigation that's clearly identified, provides multiple pathways to content such as searches, sitemaps, and it's easy to determine the current location, and that it requires a minimum of memorization or learning. And this is a prototype redesigned homepage, and I hope you'll agree that the design is cleaner, easier to understand, and generally easier to use. Here are some user and task scenarios. User Jane is 75 years old and lives alone. She's considering adopting a cat, but she's worried she can't afford to keep one, or that she doesn't have enough energy to care for it, and she's concerned about what would happen to the cat if she became ill or passed away. This is a sample list of tasks that Jane would perform in order to proceed with an adoption. She would navigate to the adoption page, click on the link for the Seniors for Seniors page to learn about the special program for older adults to adopt older pets. She would click on the How to Adopt a Pet link, download and fill out a survey that will help her and the shelter staff select a suitable pet, and then visit the Hours and Directions page to plan her visit. This task flow analysis shows the same a series of adoption tasks that Jane would go through on the website, along with what's displayed by the system, her actions, and her thoughts. This is a prototype for the Seniors for Seniors page, where it describes the benefits of adoption by older adults and some of the specific features of the program, and provide links for those that want to proceed through the adoption process. This describes another user, John, age 67, who's a pet parent to Willie, an 11-year-old sheepdog. He would like to expand the social life and meet more dog lovers, and he also desires more exercise for Willie and himself. So John would like to find an event that he and Willie can attend. So he navigates to the events page, and he locates a yoga event. He adds the event to his calendar via a link. He clicks on the Get Directions link, enters his address, and views a map to the event location. This is a corresponding task flow analysis for John's event search. This is a prototype event detail page showing the yoga event, along with links for adding a calendar and getting directions and a description of the event. Lessons learned from the project and the class. Age affects website use in a variety of ways, from the limitation of motor skills to cognitive issues to those related to experience, information needs, and satisfaction. Improving design for older adults improves the design for most other users as well. Some aspects of the differences in age-related usability will likely diminish as the population ages and those who are more familiar with technology age into the older adult category. As technology changes and older Americans make up a larger portion of the population, ongoing research into usability will continue to provide valuable guidance on website design. Older adults are increasingly choosing to remain in the workforce, and IT professionals need to understand and address the use of technology by older workers. Older adults also comprise a rapidly growing segment of consumers. Usability of e-commerce sites is an important factor in their success, and again, IT professionals should be aware of the limitations and preferences of older users. As the American population ages, it brings major changes to almost every facet of society, and it is vital for information technologists to be aware of and to address the information and technology needs of older adults. I hope you've enjoyed this presentation of the redesign of the Pet Pal Animal Shelter website. Thank you for viewing.